Yo, what's up? It's your boy. I'm Chris the Dom One, and I am back with another video. Giving you guys an update on Zion Williams. If you haven't heard, the news went down a couple of days ago. Zion Williams is going to miss a lot of this upcoming NBA season. There's reports that suggest that he should be coming back mid-December due to knee injuries. But I feel like, and I believe, the time frame for Zion Williams to return back on the NBA court will be around the January period after the All-Star break. That's my thought on it as far as him returning. If you've been following my channel, I've been trying to explain to people how I feel Zion Williams, the way how he's constructed, the position that he plays, and the athleticism and the power that he possesses, he can't maintain that weight. Okay, there's been reports that suggest that Zion Williams, when he got drafted, he was like 287. He was around the 280 mark. Since then, he has slimmed down, but no one knows his real weight. I'm pretty sure you can go on Google and people can give you their perspectives of Zion Williams' weight. Some feel like he's 245. But nevertheless, I always said this when on my first video, Zion Williams is going to have to do one or two things if he wants to have a long future in the NBA. He can either keep the weight that he has and reduce his athleticism, running back and forth the court, his explosiveness, the things that makes him Zion Williams, and change his skill, like maybe be more of a perimeter shooter. Or he can lose the weight, still keep that raw athleticism, the power that he has running up and down the court. I feel like he's like a locomotive. Once he gets to the hole, there's no one that can be able to stop him. And I think that he's going to choose the athleticism. He has tremendous athleticism I haven't seen in a long time. Now, a lot of people want to compare it to LeBron James. Athleticism wise, I can see some of the similarities, but LeBron James also had a decent mid-range game. I think Zion Williams mid-range game, I feel like after a couple of years it's going to get better. But LeBron James can do so much more than his athleticism. And at this juncture of Zion Williams' career, that's all he has. Now, I have to remind folks, he's still a rookie. He hasn't played a full year of professional basketball, even though he had the opportunity to do it this year. This is going to be a setback. Now, the same training staff that the Phoenix Suns had, as far as as far as injured players go, trying to get them back on the floor safer and quicker. Some of that staff is hired by the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay, so they're gonna take their time with Zion Williams. They learned where they went wrong with Anthony Davis, because he was very injury prone, and there was some points in Anthony Davis' career with the New Orleans Pelicans where they rushed him a little bit too fast, and they really didn't have the guidance nor the knowledge as far as rehabilitating Anthony Davis. Now they have the Phoenix staff in the health and wellness, the fitness of these athletic players that they have with the New Orleans Pelicans. So I think that's a plus. I don't think they're going to rush Zion Williams. Obviously, the first thing they're going to do is try to get him to lose like maybe 10, maybe 15 pounds. I feel like they should think about if he wants to prolong his career, I feel like he should lose over 20 pounds, in my opinion. A lot of people seem to forget We had dominant big men in the power forward position and as well as the center position that exploded when you look at the history of the NBA, but none of them couldn't maintain it for a long period of time due to they had injuries on their knees, their feet, their ankles, because that's so much weight and torque that those legs have to carry. Plus running up and down the court and still being athletic, still being very explosive. The only big man that had a long career, in my opinion, in the NBA was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If you look at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's frame, he's very slim, slender. He doesn't have a lot of weight on him, and I feel like that's the approach Zion Williams should take. Now, there's pros and cons in that. He will have a longer, productive NBA career, less injuries, not a lot of weight on his legs, his ankles, his knees. But he's not going to weigh as much, and that's going to be a problem defensive-wise, because there's going to be power forwards and centers in the NBA today that's going to be heavier than him that can probably push him around under the rim, okay? But he'll still be more athletic, and he can work on the other functions of his game, such as his perimeter shot. I feel like there's not a lot of power forwards and centers that can keep up with him, athletic-wise, and if he can be consistent on the perimeter side of things, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. But like I said in my initial video about Zion Williams, I feel like he's not going to be a bust. I'm not saying that he's going to be a bust, but I feel like his NBA career is not going to be as long if he continues to stay on the path that he's currently on today with the weight. Even in the preseason, he had issues with his weight, and his weight was affecting his joints, his leg joints, ankles, and things of that nature. And that's why he didn't play a full preseason in the NBA. They just shut it down and waited for him to play. Just shutting him down is not going to be good enough. You're going to have to figure out what type of Zion Williams do you want. Do you want the Zion Williams that's going to be hovering the 250, 260 point? Or do you want a Zion Williams that can still be athletic, but not as heavy as the current Zion Williams that you have today? So I just wanted to throw that tidbit out there. I still feel like he's going to be a superstar in the NBA. And I feel like the city of New Orleans got a gem, a jewel in Zion Williams. And I feel like Zion Williams not Hollywood. I feel like Zion Williams at this juncture, I want to preface this. I feel like Zion Williams is not going to be jumping from team to team trying to make a super team. I really think Zion Williams won't to the very best from these citizens of New Orleans, the New Orleans Pelicans organization. So, and they got a lot of players around Zion Williams, and a lot of these, and a lot of these players work well with the skill that Zion Williams has. So, that's all I gotta say on the subject. Hope he gets fully recovered. And like I said, a lot of people feel like he's coming back in December. I feel like he won't really come back until around the January period. By that time, not only they'll be focusing on his injuries, but they'll also be focusing on his weight. He's going to be a much slender Zion Williams. LeBron James at one point early in his career slendered down, okay? Because he realized that, the weight that he was carrying was not going to be very beneficial for him either, okay? And that's why, still to this day, LeBron James can still run up and down the court. He's still physical. He still has the athleticism as well as the perimeter game. But he's a more smaller LeBron James than he once was in the early point of his career. Well, that's all I got for today, guys. Tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy. I'm Chris the Dom One, and I am out.